mama, come on, pretty mama. She wants to go, baby. Why don't we go to the Cocoa? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down the Cocoa. Baby, why don't we go?
Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Alright. We are back. Welcome back to the BZ Podcast. I am Zaya, and that is...
Britt.
Oh, she know the camera on now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should see, you should see, like, because we record remotely, and you should definitely see how raggedy we be looking on a regular day. She all primped. She primped up.
Don't do me like this.
Nah, let me stop.
This be me on the regular.
On the regular.
But not on a Sunday night, 9 p.m. Yeah, no.
No, you're correct. I hope this episode reaches you at a good time. I hope you had a good week. I want to apologize to y'all. It was all my fault as to why there was not an episode.
Finally, for once, it was not my fault.
All right, so we had a late start last Sunday, and in my rush to start editing, I deleted my audio.
He want to say a late start, gonna try to throw a little dig at me.
That wasn't a dig. They didn't even have to know it was a dig.
Was it? I think it was my fault that we did a late start.
I mean, you went and saw a movie with Shay.
Oh.
She's a mom, so she has like a built-in excuse for anything that can go wrong. I don't have that. But I apologize. It won't happen again. I hate stupid. I called her. She had to talk me off a ledge.
But I mean, it was like a hot mess because first it was lagging, and then like we had to stop and like restart that episode like 3 times, I think. So it was destined to fuck up. So
yeah, it definitely was.
What up? Sorry guys, we missed you as much as you missed us. Trust.
For sure. How are you?
Chilling. I'm full. I just cooked and like.
She made some pesto.
Oh god, we shouldn't have ate that much before we started.
It was mad good.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess for those who do not see that we are recording this, like we have a video going on of this, you may just be listening. We are actually together recording for once. Normally, like he said, we do it remotely. So we are right next to each other. Zaya's over at my house. So yeah, this is the first time we've done this. So forgive us if we're sounding like we're not keeping in mind that, you know, you're not seeing us visually.
Yeah. It's going to take some adjusting. I hope this doesn't sacrifice any audio. It's my first time setting up in person, so bear with us. We are trying things out. And, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. How you been?
I've been alright. This week been, you know, I don't want to talk about Mercury retrograde. I know you don't want to hear. But, you know, it's been going. I don't know. I mean, okay, so today is the leap day for the leap year. Mm-hmm. Which is, I don't know, people are making a bigger deal about it than it seems. Like, it doesn't feel like anything, of course. But,
I never knew the explanation for it. And I really never knew that it added a day to February. And I didn't know that until, like, this year. I'm 32, yo. I'm 32. Thank you, Tommy, for breaking that down. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
What's the purpose?
Well, from what I saw, I didn't know the purpose. I didn't know that it happened. They said to sync up the Earth's rotations around the sun or some shit. So I guess if you don't, we'll be... I don't fucking know. Like, it doesn't... like, that still doesn't make... That's not a good enough reason for me. Like... Because, you know, this year is 366 days instead of 365. So I guess every 4 years they need that for it to average out to 365.438275. For it to make...
Why are they always lying, yo?
Same with, like, daylight savings.
They're
I don't know,
lying.
but it's like... All right, so say we don't add in this leap year. What's going to happen? Oh, because it said, because of the seasons. That was why that we need this.
Do seasons even exist anymore?
I mean, look at our seasons. We didn't have a winter.
Yeah, I don't know.
We legit did not have a winter.
It's cold as shit today, though.
Yeah.
It's a little brisk.
Yeah, but like in contrast.
It's not over yet, so I'd be scared to talk shit.
The groundhog said.
What is that groundhog? Yo, why did I say? I saw a report that was just like, yeah, the groundhog really has nothing to do with the weather. Like, you think?
Yeah, no fucking shit. I don't know, no, but I'm just saying, like, in contrast, like, you know, those brick ass days where it's in the teens, like real winter.
Philly winter different.
Right, but I'm saying we didn't have it this year, so
Yeah.
it was just like.
I remember it used to be so cold when we was going to class that my iPhone strings would freeze up and get stiff.
Shit. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's definitely strange that we didn't have a winter. But hey.
So how did they pick February to just throw the last day on?
I mean, why is February short to begin with? Because it's normally 28.
I don't know.
Why'd they say fuck that month?
Well, it's the last day of Black History Month.
Yeah.
How was it this year?
So last year we said that it was trash.
We did.
Because mad racist stuff happened. I would say this year it was okay. I mean, I think 2020's just been a little rough. So in general, I don't think that we can really focus on happy things like that. I don't know. It's been okay, I guess. I've seen some information. I've seen a lot of I like the little TikToks I've seen people make with like facts and stuff. That's been cute. But I will say I'm pretty happy how it's, I did see Oprah trip and fall today. Oprah took a tumble.
Took a little spill on the last day.
Like, it was pretty gnarly. Like, she rolled back with it. Like,
you said the spotlight followed her stomach.
Yeah, the spotlight was like, it's like, why did they could have took it off of her real quick. Like, damn, they gonna shine the light at her trying to get up. Yo, she's like, these shoes.
Somebody said Kobe crossed her up.
Fuck yeah. The MJ moonwalked on that ass, right?
Oh yeah, yo.
Yeah,
followed
I'm
up.
sorry, and then she was talking about balance, which was the funny part, because she was just like, you need that balance. And then she lost hers. So I don't know who's like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. I saw it on multiple blog sites, and everybody was pretty unanimous in their feelings of, gotcha, bitch.
I got a rule, yo. If you fall in public, I'm laughing first.
No,
I'm
not
laughing.
every time.
Hell yeah,
That's
I'm
fucked
laughing.
up. What if somebody's hurt?
I mean, I'm a like I reserve the right to at least laugh first.
You
And
don't
then
ever
proceed
think
to
like,
help.
oh my God, I hope that person's okay.
I didn't say I didn't think they were like.
But why you laughing?
Because you fell in public.
That's fucked up, Zay. I hope somebody laughs at you.
I welcome it. If I fall in public, please laugh. No?
No.
I seen somebody fall in public and I helped them. You ever
But
been
you
in a
laughed
situation?
while you helped them.
No, I didn't help him. He was looking bad.
So you didn't
It
laugh?
was like no, I didn't laugh that time.
See, that's what I mean.
No, but I seen it coming. Like he was like,
Shut up.
he was an old guy. He was like rushing out of a store.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like somebody should have been supervising him. And he was like worked up, and he like ran across the parking lot, and he fell. You know, when old people fall, they fall for like 20 minutes. They fall.
That's
slow.
why Oprah fell. Like it took so long.
How do you fall slow?
Right.
But no, he fell, and he was having some sort of like health problem. The ambulance had to come. I jumped out my car and stuff.
Yikes.
I hate how like I've been in those situations a couple times, and I always run towards it like I'm fit to do some shit.
I know, but
I've
done it too a few times.
I seen a kid get hit by a car,
Oh,
like on a bike,
that's terrible.
and I ran over there. And as I'm going over there, I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do once I get there? Luckily, there was a nurse there.
Support.
Yeah, he was fucked, man. That shit was bad.
Aww.
That shit fucked me up. He's alright though. So I've heard.
Okay.
This happened when I was back in
Was
college.
he like bleeding?
Yeah, he. I think the thing that really saved him was that he was on a bike.
Jeez.
But nah, he hit that windshield smashed.
That's terrible.
He got up immediately like a shock.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to go down that rabbit hole. What were we talking about?
This fucking cat. Gone.
Waffle is in the building.
Fuck that.
Probably gonna make an appearance, jumping on somebody's lap eventually.
I wish you would.
He will.
Beat him up. Anyway, how was your week, Zoe?
Alright, is it just me? Or has everybody's workload gone crazy recently? I feel like the workload has just been steady up and up since the beginning of the year. And I think they're really trying to work us to death.
I mean, but it's all circumstantial too, because like I had somebody at my job quit, so then I had to take on that person's duties.
I had people out at my job too.
Yeah, so I think it's just been like, what the fuck's been going on?
it's been crazy.
Yeah.
My week was packed. I was going into work early, leaving late. Yeah, I was exhausted.
You be calling me 6 o'clock. I'm like, nigga.
But you already in bed.
Basically. Like, dang, guess he had to work late. Yeah, you know what? So you sent me a video before we got on. Well, before you got here. I don't know if y'all seen it. Juvenile performing for Tom Steyer, his presidential rally. I guess I
didn't even know that was a name in the.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know who is running with the Democratic Party at this point. I feel like they've been like just, you know, people been coming on, coming off. I didn't even know that you could do that. I thought it was kind of set in stone. Like, you know, I thought they had a deadline of when people could join.
Just threw hella money out and got in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if y'all heard his commercials on the radio. I don't know if people actually listen to the radio. But it was like, you know, he's trying to like, because I was listening to, 98.9 or whatever. And it's a black station. And he has a commercial on there talking about Bloomberg for Black America.
Since when?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Talk to some niggas in New York.
He's just like, you know, I know that if I was black, I wouldn't have the same opportunities that I have. I've been, you know, awarded and, you know, Bloomberg for Black America, some bullshit. It's like, nigga, you literally.
We're locking niggas up.
Like, really have some nerve.
You know what's scary about this whole situation? I don't follow politics like that, but I always just check in. And I usually check in with the people that I know are going to vote. Old people. And all this gimmicky shit that we're seeing is working with them for the wrong candidates.
Because they just want anyone but Trump, so they're just, you know, being desperate, basically. And at the same time, it's like, people can still be bad. Like, Trump's not the only bad person. So, you know, like, I think that's the problem, because, like, I think I was speaking with my mom, and I was like complaining about, because I got a call from Bloomberg's campaign.
Oh wow.
Yeah, to do like a survey, and I think I gave them every single answer they didn't want.
Good.
I was just like, fuck everybody, basically. So my mom was like, well, pretty, you gotta vote, and I'm like, I'm still gonna vote, like, because there's still like local things that you vote for your city, you know, like, oh, should we spend money on this, that, and then they do rate like things very confusing too for if you should vote for something or not. Anyway, that's why it's still worth going to vote, even if you don't want to vote for, you know, whoever. You should still vote for your local shit. And I was like, I might just write in shit, like, you know, what you doing for niggas? Like, I don't know what, I don't know what I'm going to write in. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? Because they're very dependent on the African American vote. And if we don't vote at all, they're going to think that we're being lazy. And it's like, no, I'm not fucking lazy. You just don't have nothing for me. So I'm still going to go there. So whether I vote for, I'm going to vote for things that I agree with. If I see something I don't agree with, I'm going to write in some shit like, you're not doing nothing for Black America. Something of that nature. Because none of these candidates are saying what they're going to do for Black America, but they rely so heavily on our vote. It's kind of ridiculous. Because we're the ones, for sure, without a doubt, that are going to vote for them.
But we're the ones that, like, will vote without any plan in place for specific.
That's what I mean. Yeah, nothing offered to us, but we, you know what I mean? They have our loyalty.
What scares me about the older generation, I talk to my parents, they're really just looking for a familiar face.
Yeah, and just anybody that they think is going to beat Trump. And I mean, I'm sorry, but my life has not fucking changed.
Not really. It still
now,
sucks.
I will say, those people who live out in Kentucky or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really say that might be true for them. But in general, same old shit.
I don't know what's changed.
And I mean, at this point, we know Trump. We know his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Democrats just don't have a strong enough candidate, in my opinion.
What do you think about Bernie?
I don't know. I mean, he's okay, but at the same time, I feel like he just had a stroke, right?
He had a heart attack.
I thought it was a stroke. Or was that, was Biden had the stroke?
I'm 100% sure Biden has had a stroke at some point in life.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if out of everyone,
The only thing I'm concerned about is the student loan debt. Figure that out. Because that really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They always talk about we need to find more jobs or find a way to stimulate the economy and stuff. Well, you have a whole generation of people that cannot put money into the economy.
Yeah.
And it's literally just putting money into executives. College is a big scam.
Well, yeah, so what's going on with AI? You sent me a petition.
All right, if you went to Art Institute of Philadelphia between the years, I believe, 2003 and 2011, there was like a $11 billion lawsuit, and it was based on, the executives at the time, their salaries were nuts. So it's a fraud lawsuit that Art Institute of Philadelphia lost, had to cake up 11 billion, or million, it might have been 11 million, I'm sorry, let me not say billion.
You don't think so? Well,
maybe I have no idea. But, they were accused of predatory practices, and if you speak to people that went to the Art Institute, a lot of people got out of that school with a degree with no skill set.
A lot of people got out of school without a degree, though, too.
True, no, facts. But even if you made it,
yeah,
like, you really had to take your education to, like, to put it in your own hands and really go above and beyond, because they were just giving out degrees like it was nothing.
No, they were sued for $11 billion.
It was $11 billion? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, $11 billion.
That's wild.
That's
wild.
It's
fucking wild. $11 billion, just $1 billion is like an absurd amount of money.
Yeah. So the basis of the petition was trying to get the people who went between those years, saying that this school did not prepare us for the for the fields that we were going in accurately, or.
Well, yeah, because I think what I found the main issue with that school was, especially if you were like, you couldn't afford to get the private loans. If you're like me and your mom had fucked up credit, not a dig at my mom, but I'm just saying, like, that's the reality for a lot of us. A lot of people had to drop out of school because they made it seem like you had to go to school full time.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like a lot of people that couldn't afford, all of a sudden, like,
they weren't giving out loans. Like,
yeah, right. The regular loans stopped. Remember that? Because
Yeah.
that's why you got all them damn private loans.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so a lot of people needed to get private loans. I mean, I was one of those people, and they were just like, yo, you got to keep taking 5 classes. And then, too, living in the dorms was so expensive.
Yeah,
we were on fucking Broad and Chestnut. So a lot of people, they didn't tell them that they had the option to go part-time. They were just like, either you need to go full-time or bounce. So then we saw, like, maybe 2 quarters in, so like 6 months into school, we saw a lot of people drop out.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what is going on? And I started to understand because that happened to me. And then I'm just hard-headed, and I'm going to try some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we could self-schedule. So I'm like, let me try some shit. So I scheduled myself just 3 classes, and my government loans covered that amount. I just didn't have enough. And I had moved out of the dorms. I'm guessing I moved out after the first year.
Yeah, you moved out before we did.
Yeah.
So I guess we moved out this.
Did I stay the full first year? I might have moved out early.
I don't remember.
I don't remember if I stayed, because you guys were only in the dorms for a year, then we moved out, right?
I think so. Yeah, you might have dipped out.
I don't remember being there a full year. I think I moved out after like 2 quarters or something like that. Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to stay there because I didn't have the money.
Yeah. So
I definitely moved out, and then I dropped my classes down to part-time, so I was still able to go to school just on the part-time schedule. So then I'm like, hold the fuck up. And especially, like, I don't know, did y'all, all your old school AI people, y'all have fucking Alicia? Did you have that bitch?
Alicia ain't explained shit to you.
Fuck you, Alicia.
She's probably the one with the crazy salary.
The one with all that Cowboys bullshit in her goddamn office. She was so fucking mean.
Mm-hmm.
She was evil, and she wouldn't help you at all. Because I remember she was just like, well, you're going to have to just go home. And I'm like, whoa, bitch, like, I can't go home. Like, I barely got a home to go to. What do you mean go home? So, yeah, like, I was like, wow. So I understood that's like why a lot of people left, because they didn't fully understand their options, because they didn't tell it to you, because they wanted all that money.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want you to go part-time. So that's the only way I really finished my degree, was just going part-time. But then, too, all those private loans are so fucked up because you can't really,
you
like...
can't consolidate them.
You can't really consolidate them. I think they might have more options now because they're getting desperate because nobody's paying that shit back.
Yeah.
Because I have one private loan that's just kind of chilling. It's not on my credit report. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know how. I mean, I owed him like 16 stacks. Like, they're just chilling. I'm like, let me stop talking. Let me stop. But they come for me. They gonna be like, hold up.
Yeah.
You what?
We were listening to the podcast.
You what?
16 stacks, huh?
You ain't made that one payment?
Right. No, all right. But this petition is pretty much on the basis that they were convicted of fraud, and us paying back our loans is contributing to their fraud.
Right. Oh, and another reason too, why it's like they were committing fraud is because, all right, how did you get into the school? It was dumb easy.
Yeah, I had to take, like, I wasn't good at math, so they, like, made me take, like, one little test
stupid little test in the beginning. But, like, you didn't have to turn any type of SATs, ACT, none of that shit. They didn't even ask for a portfolio.
Nope.
I got accepted 3 months into my senior year of high school.
I should have known that something was up because Dwyane was a good student and I wasn't. And there was no reason why I was getting into the same college as her.
I was just like, I was like, you guys don't want to see my portfolio? And they were just like, no, we go off your passion.
No, we're good. Sign here.
I should have known something was up with that shit.
I remember just going to the financial aid office and signing stuff that I had no idea of what it was. Yeah.
And I love how, like, I mean, that's why I think it's so wonderful that we have social media now and that, you know, we are talking financial literacy because our parents just let us do this shit. And they didn't know. They didn't know any better. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we're not going to let our kids do that. But they literally just didn't know any better. And I remember doing the same thing, going into the school and just signing my fucking life away. And it's just like, do you understand how serious this is? I'm just like, sure, whatever. Like,
yeah, I want to start classes.
Yeah, I didn't fucking know. Well, all I know is I was just trying to go to college.
When did you, like, were you ever upset with your parents with, like, the financial situation that you're in because you went to school? Did you ever have any disdain or anything like that? Like, just like, how did you let me sign this? Or,
I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, too, like...
what I'm asking is, when did you, like, not get over it, but when you were kind of just empathetic towards it?
I mean, like, now, honestly, I haven't really even thought about it because it's just kind of like, damn, it's fucked up. But then you, like, think about it like, wait a minute, why did you let me do that? And then it's like, you didn't really know either, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't have let me do that. But then again, too, like, I've been able to put my loans into forbearance for so many years. Yeah. So, honestly, I haven't really been dealing with them. I'm dealing with them now, but I got a pretty sweet deal. But, so I haven't had to deal with it as much as you.
Yeah. All my loans are private.
For real? Why don't you have any government?
All of them. I do. I did have government.
But just that fact, because you went full-time, that whole time.
All the time, you know. And you didn't know what you were signing. And I brought that up because I had to, like, shake that shit off. Yeah. Like, really, that was really something that would just plague my mind. Was just like, yo, I'm 17. Like, how are you letting me make these decisions that affect me forever? And I had no idea of what that was. But it was just... It got to a point where I was just like, yo, what college meant in their generation is totally different to what ours was now. And they just didn't have the foresight to understand that. Yeah. You know, I talked to older people at my job, and, you know, there was people going to school full time with a part-time job, paying for classes, and having an apartment. So...
Definitely different time.
And then the correlation between college and success. Yeah. Like, there was a direct link back in those days. Now,
now
you don't.
But too, like we said, you know, the school just hyped it up, like what you could be when you got out of the school.
They told me you was making $60,000 out the gate.
Yeah, and then too, unfortunately, at least we had talent. Yeah, or have talent.
I remember being in, like, portfolio classes and seeing other people's portfolio. That's when I knew the school was kind of like, again.
Right, because that's why I was like, I should have, when they said they didn't want to see a portfolio, I went to school for animation, so how do you not want to see a portfolio when you're going for animation? You obviously need to know how to draw. Like, and they were like, we go off your passion. So then when I started classes and we're doing we're doing character design, and people literally don't understand, you know, basic proportions, things like that. And it's just like, whoa, I felt so bad for some of those kids.
And they're walking out with the same degree you got. That's when I knew it was just like, this is crazy. So if you come across that petition,
sign it! If you went to AI, fuck them.
They're looking for 30,000 signatures. I don't know where it's at right now. Last time I checked, it was like 29 something. So it's getting close. What else has happened?
I'm on the petition page, sorry.
Oh, you looking it up?
Alright, whatever. Let's move on. We talked about this for too long. I was talking about fucking Tom Steyer, and Juvenile. So you know what's funny?
What's up?
So other day I was thinking about Juvenile, and I'm like, where's Juvenile been?
Now where has he been?
Doing that bullshit.
Oh, he was performing. That's right.
Yeah, performing.
Man,
back that ass up.
Get your bag. Get your bag.
I don't understand. So I guess it was for Tom Steyer. He's running for president, part of the Democratic Party.
That's the first time I ever heard his name.
I mean, it worked.
Did it?
Yeah, because we're talking about him.
True.
I guess it worked a little bit.
Don't use Juvenile against us.
But I don't.
Yo, like
I just like so.
That's kryptonite. Like as soon as that song come on, who don't react?
Like I don't understand. Like who of all people he said? Because like I think it was like a week or two ago that they were saying that it was like the anniversary of that song or something. So he was like, "This is the perfect opportunity."
Right,
Black History Month.
Get Juvenile on the phone.
Yeah, this Black History Month been kind of funny as shit.
Not for nothing.
Yeah, so he was on there with his pot belly and shit, rapping. Like, he was like, yeah. They was like, when they said back that vote up. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's where Juvenile's been. Okay.
Has Black History Month been popping this?
I want to say popping. I was saying it's funny. Like,
Okay.
funny shit like that's been happening.
Okay.
No.
Yo, did Gail and Oprah like try to ruin Black History Month?
They just trying to ruin Black history. Period.
Black man's.
That's how that bitch fell. Now they got that. Look, now I wonder what's gonna happen with Gail now.
Right. What you mean?
Oh, that's like fuck. It's like that's also type time like Tales from the Hood.
I love Tales from
Like the little like the little spirit coming through to fuck them up.
Tales from the Hood was a classic.
Oh gosh.
Yo, while we're talking about Tales from the Hood, you saw the Candyman trailer?
Oh
Jordan
yeah.
Peele?
I
I gotta ask you a question, yo. I was listening to Joe Budden podcast, and they were shitting on Jordan Peele movies.
Why?
They just said they're not good.
None of them? I mean,
Didn't
all
like
two of them?
Right, all two. They didn't like them.
At all?
I think Get Out was okay, but
Really?
I don't think they really liked Us.
I mean, I don't really like them, so they're kind of stale sometimes. Stale popcorn. Stale popcorn.
What was that shit? Plain bagel?
Yeah, they not a plain bagel, but they some stale popcorn though. They can be a little stale. I don't know because the thing is too with Jordan Peele, along with the storyline, it's also the cinematography.
Yeah.
Like the colors, how it's shot, and the fact that it's. I love horror, and I love when Black people are in horror. So it's like beyond all that, that's what I appreciate about Jordan Peele. Now I will say with this Candyman trailer, it didn't excite me though. And I love Candyman. Like that's one of the ones I love from childhood.
You know what? Candyman, I remember seeing it in childhood, and I never just thought how you don't see Black people in horror.
Yeah, I go. That was why.
That was the movie.
Yeah, that was why.
But what other examples do we have of Black people in horror besides that?
Vampire in Brooklyn.
that was horror? Like. I thought that was. I mean, it was funny,
like
though.
it was, but it was still horror-ish.
What else we got?
That's what I mean. I know. That's why it's like
nothing.
Tales from the Hood. Back when we were kids, it was Tales from the Hood, Candyman, Vampire in Brooklyn, and they had the black guy in one of the Freddy Kruegers, one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
I remember that.
Yeah, because it was like part 4 or something, or part 3 maybe.
There's really not a lot.
No, right.
And that's why Jordan Peele's important. I think it's really cool what he's doing. So like, even if like you might not like the storyline, which I don't understand why you wouldn't like. You don't have to love it, but it's still an interesting watch. All his movies are really well put together and shot well. So like, yeah, filling that space of Black horror is dope as fuck. Yes. And I wonder why nobody's done it earlier. Or maybe he just, like, the doors was...
I don't know, but they do have this documentary about Black people in horror, and I still haven't watched that.
It wasn't... I
need to watch it.
There's something on Netflix right now that's like, They See Us, How They See Us, or something like that. It's dope. I haven't finished it. I think it's a docuseries.
What's that about?
Just Black people in film. Kind
of like all the different film genres.
Yeah, all different film genres. It kind of touched back what we spoke about on was it Black Renaissance? New Black Renaissance?
Episode 1.
Which but it's kind of taps into that. And
Okay.
they were kind of saying, and that's why, like, I got to get my shit off a little bit. So, New Black Renaissance, if you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to it. But it was pretty much, we're saying how we're kind of in this new, quote unquote, like, New Black Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
And how, like, the art is really going to another level to represent all shades of black people.
Yeah, and how we want to be seen.
So what did they call
Changing
it?
the narrative.
Exactly. So what did they call this, like, new era with your Jordan Peels and,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing more black people on the screen? They called it a renaissance. Like, we're going through another renaissance. We was early on that BZ podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that. You'll see the logo. But yeah, Candyman looks dope. I'm gonna go see it.
I'm definitely gonna see it, but yeah, maybe I need to see another trailer. This trailer didn't excite me. It's kind of all over the place.
The thing I like about it a little bit is because it seems like the plot is him going there, and like he's really trying to search for this Candyman character, and it looks like he starts becoming him. Like, just his curiosity opened the door for him to become. So I like the little spin on the.
See, I didn't even see that part because it was hard for me to pay attention because it was too much going on. I kept losing focus.
Yeah.
But I'm absolutely gonna go see it regardless.
But you know what's crazy? I usually have a problem with Hollywood. Pissed me off because I feel like there's no original ideas and they just rehashing every fucking thing. You ever go on YouTube and see like upcoming trailers?
No.
They'll have like a snippet of like trailers in 2020 or something like that. Everything's a fucking remake.
For real.
Everything.
For the
There's a new
most part.
Ghostbuster coming out.
For what? They just fucking did one.
It looks kind of cool though. Like all of it.
Okay.
It's like the Ghostbusters. Kind of like
With the women again?
Nah, it's kind of like a Stranger Things type of vibe. I think some of the kids that were in Stranger Things is in this, and like they're the young kids of the original Ghostbusters, and it was like that generation didn't know about what happened in the 80s from the original movie, and like one of the dudes is his father. It looked kind of cool.
See, you're just
Right?
like, hey, why did they make it that? That looked a little tight.
No, but like, when are they gonna come up with new stories?
I mean,
That's
I
what
guess
I feel
they
like.
do.
You know what? That's why I feel like we're in like a simulation or something. Like that right
It's
there.
a cycle.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we have all these like classic stories and stuff like that, and they just keep getting recycled. Where's the new superheroes? Why don't nobody make new superheroes? Why is it? Oh, it's still Batman. Why is it still Superman?
I mean, they do, I guess.
Who?
I don't know, Zay.
Hitchcock?
I'm gonna stop plugging my hair, sorry guys. So let's say, I think too, also like, they want to bring those stories back, like Ghostbusters, like we said, was the 80s. So now we have kids coming up now, so I think they kind of want to reintroduce
Give the
things
kids
that
their own
we
shit.
love. I know, but I think it's a little selfish too, probably like, we loved it.
Yeah.
They're gonna like it too. Just like you were asking me earlier, like we were playing Al Green earlier, and he was asking if my son likes the. And I play old stuff and everything. He just puts his headphones on. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. And like so, I think we assume that the younger generation is gonna care about things that we cared about, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Most of the time they don't.
Yo, back on the horror shit, I wonder, because I'm saying like make new shit. What if like Jordan Peele makes a new horror, like a Freddy Krueger type character?
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Then
I mean,
later
like,
on
he
down the
did,
line,
though.
it might be like.
Well, I mean, I think he's done thrillers so far. He hasn't done like horror.
I think I like thrillers more than horror.
I do too. Yeah.
I feel like they have more of a storyline.
But I think that's kind of looks like that's the way the Candyman is going because, like you said, like it looks like the guy was becoming that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm excited.
Nice. So last week, obviously we didn't have an episode. I explained that already in the beginning of the episode. We did want to send our condolences out to the friends and family of PopSmoke. I don't mean to bring this vibe down some. I know it's been like 2 weeks since he's passed. Seems like nobody's really talking about him anymore.
Well, no, we weren't even going to talk about it because he asked me, because we went over the topics, before we started, and so it was like, should we talk about PopSmoke? And I was like, I was like, it's kind of like done with, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucked up.
We're desensitized.
That's wild. Like, it's been a week. Who wants to talk about that? That's crazy, because then you think about what if that was my family member?
It's still somebody's family member. There's
Absolutely.
people still
That's
grieving.
the first thing I thought about. Like, oh my God, that is somebody's child. That's somebody's brother.
He was 20.
He's a baby.
A baby.
And just like, why talk about it? I don't think anybody's gonna care.
That's a really sad revelation we just had while we were setting this up.
I was like, damn.
I'm happy we chose to speak about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I understand, you know, you don't want to drag stuff out, and there's so much information that comes in every day, but at the same time, it's just like, it's just sad that that's the society we live in. And I mean, fuck, now we got coronavirus going on.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like I'm an asshole because I think like the last episode we put out, and then you were asking me about it, and I was like, well, it doesn't really affect us, so I haven't been paying attention to it.
Oh
yeah. 2 weeks later, it's like, oh my God. So my son's school sends an email. All I see is front desk coronavirus. I'm like, who's front desk? Where? What does that mean? Like, why would you just label the subject that? Like, just said coronavirus. It didn't even give no context. So they were just, I guess, I saw that, I'm sure some of you guys seen this too, how they were saying that all the schools need to put into place basically like some sort of homeschool guide in case.
Homeschool guide?
Something like that, basically, in case that we got to stay home. Mm. They got to come up with some sort of curriculum that will suffice for them missing all of that school.
Is that here?
I think throughout America.
They said, I heard it was supposed to, like they're predicting 40 to 70% people might be like affected by the coronavirus.
Because they were saying they need to turn in their plan by the end of March. Yeah, so they got like a month to come up with it. The email from the school is just saying like how basically, you know, they're making sure that they're sanitizing and other things, give you tips and shit. You know, black people. My school's my son's school black, so they're like, don't be coming to school dirty. Like, I was correct. They ain't say it like that, but yeah, I mean, it would definitely be a good idea, guys, to stock up on some food, like just, you know, basic shit. You don't gotta go crazy, because I mean, look how people act when there's 3 inches of snow on the ground. People go nuts, and that's just like because they can't go to the store for a few hours. Imagine if you're stuck in your house for a few weeks.
This shit's scary.
So I would definitely advise start grabbing little things here and there. Maybe just like bags of dried beans, some rice. You know what I mean? Just little stupid shit just in case, because shit might get real. Like, and if you wait last minute, people buy up everything for snow. So I can't imagine how crazy it's going to get. You were talking about how
the masks are going off.
Oh, right. Yeah, so basically they were saying the most effective mask is the N95. And that's,
you all know the brand. God, she ready, y'all.
Well, we've been talking about this a lot at work. Because honestly, at my job, we have a lot of international people that come, whether to go to Penn or to work at Penn as doctors, whatever. So we're like, shit. Because a lot of times we'll rent apartments and those people won't even be here yet. So we're like, whoa, wait. They've had this issue before when, like, after 9/11, my boss said after 9/11, when they shut down, like, travel or something like that, like, almost 20 people that were supposed to move in weren't able to come.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were held up, because they couldn't get to America. So we're just wondering, like, if this will affect some of our international people that are coming over, because that makes up a good percentage of who rents the apartments from, you know, our company. So we've been talking about it a lot and trying to figure out a game plan just in case, things like that. So anyway, I was looking into the masks, and like I saw somebody, a tenant of mine, it was a Chinese, I don't know if he's Chinese American or just, you know, an immigrant, but he had 2 big cases of masks. And I saw that a lot of people here in America are ordering the masks to send them to China because they're having a hard time getting them.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but anyway, they were saying basically, like, regular people, we really don't need to be wearing them. And because so many people are buying them, of course, the manufacturers are jacking up the prices because good old, you know.
Capitalize off
exactly, capitalism.
Yeah.
But they were worried about people that are actually in healthcare and hospitals and stuff not having enough supplies. So they were just like, you know, like, hey.
They're saying the people who really need the mask are the ones who are infected with the coronavirus.
Right.
And we're buying them up.
Yeah. Like, they need to be covering their mouths, and the people that are treating them need to protect themselves. I was like, God, man, God bless those doctors and nurses, because that's fucking scary that they're right there dealing with that. So, yeah, they were just like, hey, guys, stop buying up this shit. You don't need it. And, like, I'm sorry, that dumbass Summer Walker.
What happened with that?
No, she was just like, it was kind of funny. Like, she was at the airport and she was like, had that little thin ass like surgical mask on, and she was wrapped up in like trash bag. It's like, that's not gonna protect you.
She's been kind of doing some old nutty shit a lot.
She just
recently.
nutty, like she nutty. But I was laughing because some people in the comments were like, "Yeah, like I would do that too," and it's like, but that's not sufficient. That's not gonna protect you. Like you just look stupid, but whatever. People need to educate themselves. But yeah, like.
Are you scared?
It's worrisome. I mean, you really can try your best to, you know, making sure you're washing your hands and staying clean. But then it's like things like we get packages in.
Yeah, you know, golly.
You know, it's like little things like that. You know, you just never know. So it's just, and I don't know too if it's a certain type of person that's more vulnerable. Like if you have a weakened immune system. I mean, of course, if you have a weakened immune system, you'd be more vulnerable. But they've had almost 3,000 people die so far.
Hey, I need to look into this, yo. But did you see that shit going around talking about how black people can't get it?
It was fake.
No,
yeah.
Well, I know it's absolutely fake. Y'all can't play like that. You can't play like that.
Yeah, because then we'll be thinking that we're invisible.
Yeah, you can't play like that, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, because I heard about, you know, they're having Fashion Week right now, and they have a lot of cases over there in Europe, well, in Italy more specifically.
I heard Italy's like locked down.
They need to be. Like, that's like, in Europe, that's the worst affected right now.
For real?
I didn't know it was like over there. I was like, damn.
I heard it's in Iran, too.
Oh, yeah, Iraq is having an issue. They've had quite a few people die. I think there's only one case in Africa. Just one in like Nigeria, I think, or something like that.
This shit is crazy.
I haven't seen any cases in the Caribbean yet. Cause I would say cause right now they put San Francisco in a state of emergency as far as the coronavirus.
Really?
Yeah, like we're like fuck. But they're saying something about because of how hot it is. But I'm like, well then if that was the case, then it would seem like more hot places would be affected. So I don't know what it is. You know they done manufactured this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
My man, I didn't read the article. I apologize to y'all, but my man sent me an article, and there's a patent on the actual virus. That's what I got from the subtitle. Yeah, this just seems too convenient. It seems too contrived, and I hate to be the conspiracy guy. But also on the flip side of that, I feel like we were due for like a pandemic type of virus. That stuff happens, like, you know what I mean? We've seen it. We haven't seen it.
When we see it.
Well, we haven't seen it, but I'm talking like there was Black Plague, there was...
Yeah, but then, like, think about that back then. Like, I think there was reason for it. Nowadays, there's no reason for it, so that's why you, like... But
you don't know if it came from China. You don't know what...
But that's what they're saying, too, now. I know, I was watching CNN yesterday, they had a bunch of articles, and they were trying to say, remember, it was from the bats, and da-da-da-da. You know what the problem was, what they've been doing? They've been selling their fucking test animals.
What do you mean selling your test animals?
Selling them, my nigga. Selling them! Like, what? So, like, the rats, the monkeys, they said that they have been making money on the side when they're done doing whatever test on them. They've been selling them on the street, which end up in people's stomachs. So that's why these animals are affected. So it's like, you created coronavirus.
China gotta be stopped, yo.
Created the shit, then you're gonna sell it on the street, think nothing's gonna happen?
That's if they created it.
Whoever,
I know it was created. I know
whoever did it.
I do believe that it was created.
But it was started there, so I mean, whoever did it, unless the U.S. was like, "Hey, try this out."
Well, we good for that.
Slide that on over there. Oh, y'all want to trade with us? Try this out. So yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely worrisome. And they were saying too that they won't have a vaccine for it until 2021. I was like, well, that's comforting.
I saw this thing where like the creator of the vaccine like didn't promise that it wouldn't be expensive. There go that good old capitalism.
All right.
Free healthcare. 2020. Bernie 2020.
What is gonna happen next month? I'm just waiting, like now, cause it's like some fuck shit done happen every month this year. Like I saw somebody else like, let's start. The new year starts in March. Like we're gonna keep pushing this new year when it starts because every month it's been some mess. So let's see. Hopefully March brings good things.
You know, growing up in like a religious household, I was always scared of like the Book of Revelation. That shit scared the shit out of me. Like to the point where like it'd be thundering outside, and I'm thinking that's God cracking the sky open, and
it's happening.
Hell yeah. But they said like in the end of times, like a lot of fuck shit was gonna be happening,
yeah, I mean,
and it looks nuts out here. a lot of diseases, plagues.
I mean, and then too,
Natural
along with other
disasters.
things, like, if you want to get into conspiracy bag, you know, with the whole population control and things of that nature, like, it was destined to happen eventually. So it's just like, what's the worst that can happen? Death. We're all gonna die eventually, so fuck it. Whatever. I just hate that, you know, there's children. So it's scary for the kids.
What do you, like, I can't even imagine what it's like being a kid growing up in this world.
I don't think they realize how fucked up it is, though.
You think
I think they see all the cool shit. Hell yeah, they're distracted. They see all the cool stuff. I mean, granted, they do see weird stuff on YouTube, conspiracy things and stuff like that. But I think too, like we said, everything's so quick you forget about it. But you be like shook for 2 seconds, and it's like. But even if you forget about it, that shit is in your conscious somewhere. You know, like think about all the violence that we see. You know, like World Star Fight compilations. I stopped watching those, by the way. Good.
But even like that type of stuff, that like having access to that. Yeah. We didn't have access to that.
We still had access to violence.
We had access to violence, but we weren't seeing it like that. Like, were we seeing it like that?
Yeah,
were we seeing people getting the movies? I'm talking
I know, but it was still violent. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying we still saw stuff.
How many examples do these kids have more? I remember like to see a fight, you had to be there. Now you can Google that shit.
I guess. I don't like watching action movies because of violence. I've never liked watching violence.
Action movies suck. Let's cut the shit, yo. I saw a trailer for some Vin Diesel movie.
Well, nowadays, yeah, I think we see how ridiculous it is now.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, calm down.
But like for instance, though,
what?
Rodney King being caught on camera. That was like monumental.
Yeah.
Eye-opening. We see those clips. How often? That means kids are seeing these clips. How often?
I don't know. 'Cause I don't know who's watching it. Me, I wouldn't watch that, so I don't know.
You know kids be clicking on shit. You ain't click on shit when you was a kid?
Then I click off. No, we didn't have that when we were a kid, but you know we did have fucking Rotten.com. Y'all remember that shit?
I seen some shit on Rotten.com.
That was terrible.
I wonder if they're still up.
I hope not. That some of that stuff really messed me up.
You know I'm going to it.
Zaya!
I'm not gonna look at it, but I just want to know if it's still like you don't gotta look.
I'm not.
Yeah, Optimum. Alright, well, that's not working. Anyway, alright, let's lighten the mood a little bit. What we got? Erykah Badu.
Oh, her coochie incense?
Yeah.
So.
I thought that's what she was burning in the back.
Huh? First I'm not paying $50 for no incense.
50?
Yeah. I don't know how many you get in a pack.
It's Erykah though.
It's Erykah though, but at the same time, I think people are literally thinking that she's sticking the incense up her cooch. And you gotta read the small print. I'm always down for reading small print.
You need to know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, fuck that. Basically what she's doing is burning her panties. So it's like some of the ashes from her panties are on the incense. So that's what makes it her cooch.
I wonder what it smells like.
Panty ash don't smell like shit. It's kind of a ripoff. It's like deceiving marketing, you know? Like people are thinking like, oh my, because people are. It's funny too because if you read comments, people are like, ew, oh my god, that's so nasty. Like who want to smell her coochie? She doing the most, and it's like, what? Oh, but
I do.
No, but at the same time, it's just like. It's not literally like her coochie. It is, but it's not. It was touching her coochie, and now it's been burned down to fine ash. And then, too, it's like, how much of the ratio? Like, how much coochie am I getting per incense?
How much Erykah Badu cooch is in this per diameter?
I mean, so you think about it, you know, the panties, they just grazing the coochie. And then... So it's just a little bit, and then, like, you're burning it down. So then the ash, like, so she might just sprinkle a little bit on top. So, it's probably just a regular ass incense, and then she just swishes it around in the panty ashes. But then too, like, how many panties do you really have to burn? So I'm like, it's probably a very minuscule amount that are really on the incense. So it's a huge profit. But I mean,
it's sold out though. Like,
no, that's what I was gonna say. Just because she's her, like, hey, fuck it, make that money, girl.
You think a dude can sell his boxer briefs incense
and call it
ball incense? Gooch. No.
I'm trying to think.
Doesn't have the same.
No, I'm trying to think like.
Who would it be?
Right, I'm trying to think like if that were possible, like who would get away
Would
with
it be
that?
Idris? Could Idris pull it off?
Maybe. A lot of people like him.
A lot of people.
But that
like
still
Idris.
sounds super musty. He would need to market it a different way.
Penis don't sell like cooch do.
What does she call the incense? Are they called like pussy incense?
Odyssey.
That would have been a good one. She
It
should
might
have
be.
did that. I don't think it is. I think she should have called it that.
Odyssey.
I don't know, but I think Idris might be able to get away with it.
Who else might be able to get away with it if it's a guy? Do black people only have Idris? Meaning, like just as far as like that male
I don't
sex
think there's
symbol
that many
type
women though that we have that like can get away with some shit like that and think that it's just like worship level.
I don't know.
Worship level.
There's a lot of women that can get away with it.
Worship level though, like Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is definitely on another level.
You want to know why I say there's a lot of women that can get away with it? Because OnlyFans exist.
No, I know that. I know on a basic bitch level, but you know what I'm saying, like Erykah Badu level.
That's a level. Like that's a
See,
level.
like
There's not a
Beyonce
lot
could
of
do it,
people-
but Beyonce isn't on that type time. She wouldn't do that. But Beyonce could definitely get away with that, but she ain't on that type time.
How many people could get away with that? Period.
But I
You're
mean,
right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, who on the same level as Erykah? I don't know.
Janae Aiko. I saw.
Yeah, no, she
might
might
be able
be
to pull
because
it
she's
off.
definitely got like the younger crowd, especially too. Like, she's like the little baby step under Erykah, but she's
You
like
think she's under Erykah? In what sense?
Erykah's the OG.
Oh, I know that, but no, I'm not saying she's above. I'm just saying like I wouldn't even put those. Are they in the same? Like,
No, but I'm saying like I don't agree with that.
Right.
But I'm saying people.
I really want to know who's on this. Like who can pull off.
A lot of people like Janae, and they hold her up to that same high esteem. They think she's super mystical and all that bullshit. So I could totally see.
What was that tweet I sent you the other day?
I don't know. What?
Said that Janae Aiko will make music for. Oh my God! You gotta pull it up. I don't got my phone. It was a picture.
Oh my God! You sent it to my phone or like in
Yeah, it was a picture.
Instagram?
It was a
My
phone.
nigga. Oh, right here.
Read that.
Janae Aiko makes music for single mothers who buy their sage and essential oils from Five Below and still date drug dealers because they connect with their energy. Now,
Is there a lie?
no shade to my Pisces, but that is that is the epitome of a Pisces.
Yo, why do people shit on Pisces so much?
I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying, like, Pisces, they be super mystical and shit, but they still be a little, like, ratchet and a little ding-ding.
Little ding ding.
Little ding-ding.
I see ding ding maybe. I don't know. Everybody's a little ratchet.
Yeah, but definitely ding-ding.
I'm not shitting on them.
I'm not either. I love Pisces.
But why do people shit? Like, but you see
I think
it.
everybody shits on signs. I think certain signs get shit on the most. Pisces, everybody shits on Pisces. Scorpios get shitted on. Geminis get shitted on.
Yeah, we definitely
Those are the
shit
top
on.
3.
Gemini?
Honestly, I would say Gemini and Scorpio are the top 2. Honestly, that I think get shitted on because everybody says Geminis are two-faced, and then they say Scorpios are just you guys just why you guys so
That's what I am.
But it's like, I know, I'm just saying, like, the stupid stereotypes. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, honestly, every sign has some bullshit, so.
I'm stuck on this. Like, who can get off the you think I can get off the
What?
ball incense?
Yeah, it was alright.
I want to get to a point where I can get off the ball incense. Sell out.
What would that graphic design look like? Like, what the fuck is that packaging gonna look like? You got a ball holder for the incense
It's gonna be one.
right in the gooch, my nigga?
Yeah.
It just be a gooch and 2 balls.
It's gonna be an actual picture of Gooch.
That's disgusting.
Where are we going next?
No, that gotta be the cone incense, and it's just like.
No, I don't want the cone incense. I don't like it anymore.
Oh, so then it's a stick one. It's like a little peewee.
No. Which one would it be? I don't know.
I don't want to talk about this
All right, so we off Gooches.
Oh, we didn't talk about the fucking so we did go on a bit of a rant last week, well, 2 weeks ago about Jalaiah Harmon in the Renegade Dance that she has gotten her props for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I saw?
What's that?
Because I said before, I want to see some black kids start to kill that dance. And Sharifa, shout out to Sharifa, what's up, girl? She had posted, she's a teacher.
Happy belated.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the Pisces. How about that? Because it's Pisces season. Sharifa teaches in New York, and she has shown her kids were doing like some sort of like Black History thing or whatever, but the kids did the Renegade Dance and they were killing it. I was like, yes. But anyway, yeah. So Jalaiah ended up on Ellen, which I guess is the.
That's the wrap up. Like your 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, once you get to Ellen,
as soon as you get to Ellen.
Yeah, it's done.
It's a wrap.
That's enough.
It's a wrap. Come up with a new dance.
Cause then if you do any more, you cooning. Like stop. Cause at this point it's like, girl, go do that little dance. Girl, go do that. Do that.
Do that little jig. I don't want to.
Yeah, so we don't need her. We don't need her jigging. No.
Yeah, we don't need her.
We
like
gotta protect her.
Girl.
We gotta protect her.
What I do?
What I do?
They should collab.
No.
You know who was that black nigga on Ellen with the fedora?
I don't know.
He look like a fat nigga.
He makes you mad.
He does. He always smiling and shit. He's always like too cheery. You know what I mean? And you know like the demographic that watches Ellen faithfully?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I kind of don't want him representing all black men. And he was up there dancing.
Yeah, why didn't Ellen do it with her? They had him.
She ain't got the moves.
She could have learned it. She could have been like the other two white girls.
That's what they was doing?
Yeah.
Do it again. What move is that? I didn't see that in the dance.
Exactly. That's the problem. What I do?
What else happened this week?
What I do?
What do you think about this whole Dwyane Wade situation with his son? What's your take on it?
What everybody's take should be.
What's that? Mind your damn business?
Mind your motherfucking business. And ain't nobody say nothing about cutting off dicks.
But
so,
you know,
moving on.
That's facts. Lucy had me dying though. Yeah.
He went
like,
so
I don't know
extreme.
why did it go to there? But you know what? You say it's not none of our business, but they're putting it out there. And it's
well, no, like I said, because they are in the public, and then too, we don't know if Dwyane Wade's daughter said, "Can you please let everybody know?" Because
I get so confused.
I know.
I get so confused when
let's just say, is it Zaya?
I don't know.
Zaya. Maybe it's Zaya because it was Zion. I'll say Zaya.
But even if you said, even if your child said, "Let's do this," like.
I don't know, because I think too, like, especially when you're in that position and you have your child coming up to you, you want to be so supportive. So it's like, fuck, what do I do? I don't want to tell my child no because I don't want them, you know what I mean? Maybe they're like on that extreme end where it's like, I don't want to do anything to make my child feel like they're not wanted and da-da-da-da. So if you're asking me to do this, I'm willing to do that for you. I don't know.
I get it. The one thing because Gabrielle Union isn't his mother. It's from Dwyane Wade's previous wife. I wonder what she has to say about this. You know, like, I hope she was consulted. Yeah, I hope she had a say before it went out.
But I mean, the thing is, too, like, people aren't even saying that they have a problem with Dwyane Wade's son now saying that she wants to be referred to as a girl and her name to be changed. People aren't saying they have an issue with that. People are saying they have an issue with sex change, which wasn't said. So it's like, is there really a problem with him coming out? Because nobody's saying they have a problem with that. They're having a problem with some shit they're making an assumption about. So that's why it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, everybody kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah, that's the funny part, because it's like what you think people would be mad about. They're not being mad about that, which is what actually happened. The facts of what happened when I'm saying, like, you know, no, she's a boy. She should be called Zion, or whatever. He should be called Zion. Da, da, da. You would think that's what people would be saying because that's what he fucking said, and people are just jumping the gun like, you shouldn't let your son get a sex change and da da da. And like, nobody said that. So.
What's the? I came across a post, and I'm not saying I agree with it or disagree with it, but just based on sex and gender, it was alluding to the fact that, like, why does it have to be public what you do behind closed doors?
Because they are public figures.
Well, not them. I'm talking just in general.
What do you mean?
I guess it was alluding to the fact that, like, everything has to be on Broad Street. If you're gay, you have to scream it to the top of the hills. I
think the people who basically make the biggest stink about it is because they don't look like how they feel on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So those people that are fighting for being able to be recognized as how they feel, because they still say they want to transition and they haven't transitioned. Maybe they don't want to transition, but they still feel, people can do whatever the fuck they want nowadays. So I think those are the people who make the biggest noise of, you need to refer to me as this because this is how I feel, and you can't see that looking at me, but that's how I feel.
I think I definitely can understand it. I don't live it, so I try to temper what I say about it. I think it's a dangerous game when it's kind of like a mind fuck when you're depending on somebody. Not depending, I don't know if that's the right word, but if your identity relies on somebody else's not validation or agreeing with it, or asking somebody else to suspend everything they know, everything they've been taught, known. You want to call it a social construct, go ahead. I'm not getting that deep into it, but when it is so heavily dependent upon somebody else's agreeing with it.
Yeah, it's like everybody should wear like a big nameplate.
Yeah.
With their pronoun, so we don't fuck it up. Sorry. All right.
I think that might be it for right now.
Are you sure?
I think that's all I had. Oh, you were talking about following celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
What was that about?
So, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna...
You about to shit on half our audience, but go ahead.
If I'm shitting on you, I'm just curious. So, nothing wrong with following celebrities online. Whatever. I follow a few celebrities. I think I might follow maybe 7.
As do I.
Yeah, everybody follows a few celebrities, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever, you see, gossip sites and stuff, and, you click on that celebrity's page, maybe they said some shit about her, you want to go to the page to see what happened or whatever.
But you're not following them?
Yeah, but you click on their page. You know how you click around online?
Because I was about to say, if you went to their page...
No, I'm just saying, because I follow a lot of gossip sites, so they'll be talking about shit. So then, you might go to the page or whatever. Anyway, y'all get the fuck I'm saying. So, have you ever clicked, though, on celebrity or different celebrities' pages and you see kind of, you can see who follows those people that you follow, your friends or whatever, and you can see who they follow. And, you click on a lot of different celebrity pages and they're always popping up. It's like, how many fucking celebrities do you follow?
This people's timeline filled with celebrities.
That's very strange to me. If you follow fucking 30 plus celebrities, or you see the picture.
But why? Why is it strange? I'm just asking. Explain. I'm not.
Because I feel like you're very wrapped up, because there'll be stupid little celebrities, a celebrity on Black Ink, and then it's it's just random little ones, and then you click around and it's goddamn, I see your name, or I see these same people on so many different celebrities. It's shit. How many different celebrities do you follow that aren't even real celebrities? You're even following the D-list celebrities, and it's just a lot. I don't know. I'm just I just wonder of people's realities and people's timelines, because my timeline is mostly filled with a lot of funny shit or educational stuff. And then I have the gossip sites, of course, because, you gotta stay with the bullshit. But for the most part, that's all I got. And I just wonder those people's lives that are just nothing but reality TV stars and
that's one thing I'm
celebrities
happy I never got into.
Celebrities' girlfriends, and that's...
Well, people are
I'm just curious.
People are obsessed with celebrity. You ever go to somebody's page or seen a post and seen somebody like the post that you didn't like, and you were I can't. You just X them out. I gotta get them out of here. Stop following them.
Wait, what happened?
You ever go to a post, right, and a post that you don't agree with, or something that makes you mad, and
you see somebody else that liked it, and you're that's how you think? Judging.
Right? Hell
yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the person, I'll let them slide. It depends though, but I know what you're saying. I have somebody right now that I want to unfollow, and I'm trying not to.
Why?
Because of the mutual friends who I see, the mutual people that we're all friends with that person. But I want to unfollow them because I don't like their posts.
You don't like their posts?
No, but I'm trying not to unfollow them.
About? I'm gonna stop. No. I'm trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah. And I almost told myself I don't want to trying to be patient. I try to be patient with people. But I always wonder, too, like, how many people fucking see my shit and they're like, fuck her, and unfollow me.
Fuck BZ Podcast.
No, just fuck Britney, shit. Like, I think about this, like, everything, like Instagram, who unfollows me, Facebook, over the years that we've been on. We've been on Facebook fucking since college, when we needed the college emails. Right. So it's been 15 years. So I'm wondering, over these 15 years, I've unfollowed mad people. I'd be like, yeah, fuck that.
Every now and then I do a nice little cleaning.
But I never think about who does that to me.
I hate when, like, my
But do you ever think about who does that to you, though?
No,
I know, and it's like, it definitely happens.
Yeah,
like,
it happens. I don't really think about it. I just keep posting. But, yeah, I feel like you gotta clean your shit. Whenever I see my timeline going one way too much.
When I see people I don't even fucking recognize, or like, I don't even know, I don't remember how I even know this person.
There should be, like, unfollow etiquette.
I don't like the fact that on Instagram, it's kind of hard to make people unfollow you. Like, Facebook, it's mutual. You just unfriend. But Instagram, you unfollow. They're still following you. So you got to go through, like, block them and then, you know, unblock them.
No, you
and
really
then
got to get them the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Because it's kind of creepy sometimes if you think about it. Like,
somebody's seeing
just
you.
watching you.
That is weird. Somebody's seeing you and you ain't seeing them.
Yeah. Because you don't want to see them no more. So then it's like they're still watching you. And it's just like,
but that's if the algorithms is
but still
putting them up, because you know.
But you still know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always think about that. Like, who's like, fuck her. But then too, you know, people might unfollow you because they're jealous or something that you do is triggering. Like, I know I was posting a lot of, like, especially when the police brutality stuff was coming out.
You was going in?
I wasn't going.
Some people, I know, but some people just, like, after a while, I didn't want to see.
No, yeah, definitely after
stuff,
a while,
you know?
but it was, like, in the heat. Like, right after, like, Mike Brown, like, it was, like, you know, when it was a problem. And we started to recognize it's a real problem. And I wasn't going in, but I was definitely posting stuff. And I definitely had a family member that is a police officer. And I wasn't saying anything against her, but I think I was triggering her, so she, like, unfriended me. I was just like,
I mean, but
sorry. But I mean, but at the same time, yeah, but at the same time, if that was triggering her and I'm ruining her experience online, it's a good thing that she unfollowed me, you know?
Yeah,
so
true.
It's like,
very true.
Yeah, you gotta respect it both ways.
Y'all should let us know why you unfollow certain people. What's the top?
Don't unfollow us. I know.
No, please don't.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Yeah. So, thank you for listening. We love y'all. We're gonna wrap this up. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. If you like it, they'll love it. I fucked it up.
How does it go? If you like it, we love it, and you love it all together.
I don't say
Pussy
like
Incense.
I don't say that.
I know. I don't even know how it goes. I didn't know you messed up.
No, it said if you like it, we love it, and somebody
else will too.
Come on, man. And y'all like the setup, though. We got the Buddha. You don't even see this. That shit trippy.
70s.
All right, y'all. Enjoy your week. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Oops.
The mic.
Chris, I hit the mic.
I wonder if it's still. You think it's still?
Why isn't
over
it?
there?
Stop.
Look at this. Watch this. Fucking nut.
We live, nigga.
How you feel? Flat as fuck, huh? Didn't it feel flat?
I think it's okay. The audio, I'm just like, what is that?
Gooch. Look.
Ew! I'm not naming it that. Fuck that.
Gooch.
No, I'm worried about the video.
I mean, well, we can decide. We ain't gotta use it.
I remember just going to the financial aid.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
I had no idea.
It's gonna be a blast. But if yours is playing over it, I might be able to.
Okay.
No, I'm saying if yours is playing at the same time, I might be able to.
Alright.
I mean, that's why I.
That's why I got to say it.
still going.